Good afternoon, everyone. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you so much. I'm honored to be invited to be with you at this platform. And we thank ISNA for providing another opportunity for the Muslim community and their friends to meet and discuss issues. I will not push the envelope on Donald Trump, but I will state it the way it should be. I believe 2016 is one of the most challenging years in history for American Muslims, but also for America itself. And also let's be clear, Islamophobia, the talk of our community, is not new. Islamophobia did not start with the first statement that came out of the mouth of Donald Trump, or Ben Carson, or Ted Cruz, or Mark Rubio, or Newt Gingrich. It started before. The GOP has allowed Islamophobia to infiltrate their platform, and today the leadership of GOP has lost control over the discourse of their party. And now that's why we see many people distancing themselves from Donald Trump, because now they're not afraid just to lose the White House, but they're afraid to lose their own seats in the House and the Senate. So we stated the way it should be. I'm not a partisan. Yes, I represent also an organization that's 501c3, like this platform that is representing ISNA, but also Islamophobia has intensified at the hands of these candidates. Islamophobia has been helped and shifted from the margins to the center, and Islamophobia has become a norm and acceptable social and political phenomenon. And we have seen the results in the hate crimes, in the murders. Just within 2.5 weeks, 3 people were murdered in New York. They did not call it hate crime, but the community knows what it is. The acts of discrimination that the senator has cited are skyrocketing, but let me share with you a few thoughts, and I will elaborate on them more on Sunday in my talk. Number one, despite the number that you have seen growing in the anti-Muslim discrimination and murders, most incidents that happen to the Muslim community are not reported. Muslim communities do not report to organizations like Cair or even to law enforcement. The numbers you see are just the tip of the iceberg. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
Number two, Islamophobia appears to be, the way we feel it, a Muslim American issue. It is. It hurts us. Ask your children about being bullied, not only by their peers, but by school officials and teachers. You cannot imagine the suffering Muslim children go through in the schools. And we have to start a conversation with our children first, and open up to them, and help them, and bring professional help if you cannot help them. And encourage them to speak out and bring these stories to the forefront so that we deal with them and challenge them. Number two, Islamophobia, if we will succeed in challenging and beating Islamophobia, it has to become an American issue. It is not only a Muslim issue, it is an American issue. It threatens to rupture the fabric of this great nation. It threatens to throw out the window the US Constitution. It is a threat to America itself, national security, its standing in the world. If they tolerate Islamophobia, they will tolerate other forms of xenophobia and phobia against other people. How to bring it to this level? We cannot expect people to come to our side and to our defense if only we show up on our issues. We have to support people's causes. Their causes are our causes. Equal pay for equal work for women is my cause. Police brutality is my cause. Black Lives Matter is my matter. We cannot be silent on discrimination and attacks on other communities. We have to be in the forefront, and we have to be the first people to defend them. So my brothers and sisters, ladies and gentlemen, we do it not because we need to do this, because it is our obligation. As Salam said, we believe in justice. Justice is not a political statement, it is part of our faith. When we face God 5 times a day, we are challenging our conscience. If we want God's support for us, we have to show support for other people. And finally, Islamophobia, to be tackled, has to be researched scientifically and has to be understood as a national threat to the Muslim community. We cannot just fight it with emotions. We have to fight it with strategies and tactics and goals. And you will be surprised to know at least the inner work of Islamophobia. Cair has come up with several reports. We found the same conclusions like other major organizations, including universities. The Islamophobia network is spending at least $50 million every year to defame and smear Muslims and slander Islam and Muslims in America. You cannot underestimate the methodical, propagandistic work that's been done by specialists in psychology, in marketing, in political campaigning. And let me say this as I conclude. Donald Trump is not smart enough to come with a statement to say that he's going to ban Muslims from the United States. He based his statement on a phony study by Frank Gaffney, Center for Security Policy, a main Islamophobe. They give and they push certain papers and theories in thick papers and thick reports that they just overwhelm people like Donald Trump, and they believe in their propaganda, and these propagandas become statements, they become policies, and they may become realities. So in fighting Islamophobia, we have to be organized, and we have to strategize our spending in the Muslim community. I'll talk more on Sunday, because I see this brother waiting for me. Assalamu alaikum.